If your income disappeared tomorrow, no salary, no invoices, no business revenue, how long would your current lifestyle survive? Be honest. 1 month? 3? Maybe 6? Most people never calculate this because income feels like security. It feels like progress. It feels like you're moving forward. But income is one of the most dangerous financial illusions in modern society. Not because earning is bad, but because earning alone feels like wealth. And it isn't. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Income is motion. Wealth is structure. Motion feels productive. Structure feels quiet. But structure is what protects you. Let's break this down clearly. When you earn income, you are exchanging time, skill, or leverage for money. That money flows in and then flows out. Rent, mortgage, food, subscriptions, lifestyle upgrades. The cycle repeats. Work, earn, spend, repeat. That cycle can feel powerful, especially when income increases. But here's the hidden problem. If money only arrives when you show up, that is not wealth. That is dependence. And dependence is fragile. Now here's where the illusion gets stronger. High income amplifies the illusion because high income feels like control. But in many cases, it simply expands your financial obligations. Bigger house, higher EMIs, private schools, luxury cars, social pressure. Income increases. Expenses lock in permanently. Liabilities become heavier, but ownership does not automatically grow. And that's the silent trap. Many high earners are financially fragile, just at a higher level. They look wealthy, but they cannot stop. They cannot pause. They cannot step away, because the machine must keep running. Income is feeding a lifestyle, not building a system. Let me show you something powerful. 2 individuals. Amir earns $70,000 per year. Zara earns $220,000 per year. Amir consistently invests 25% of his income into diversified assets, index funds, equity ownership, scalable intellectual property. Zara upgrades her lifestyle every time her income increases. Luxury apartment, international vacations, higher fixed expenses. 5 years later, if both lose their jobs at the same time, who is safer? The higher earner? Not necessarily, because Amir converted income into ownership. Zara converted income into consumption. On paper, Zara looked more successful. Structurally, Amir built strength, and structure is everything. Here's the shift most people miss. Income funds lifestyle. Assets fund freedom. Assets are systems that generate value independent of your daily effort. Equity, business ownership, investments, scalable intellectual property. Assets don't need your hourly presence. They represent stored labor, stored time, stored energy. They turn today's earnings into tomorrow's leverage. And this is where compounding begins. Compounding is not about how impressive your paycheck sounds. It's about consistency of ownership. When a small portion of your income consistently flows into assets, time begins working for you. Your past money starts producing future money. Effort starts multiplying. Scale starts forming. That is leverage. Without leverage, growth stays linear. Linear growth is exhausting. You must constantly push for more. With leverage, growth becomes exponential. Exponential growth feels quiet at first, then powerful, then unstoppable. And here's another reality most people ignore. Income can disappear overnight. Companies restructure, industries collapse, technology replaces roles, markets shift, a global crisis appears. If your stability depends entirely on earning again next month, you are exposed. Wealth, on the other hand, is resilience. Resilience is the ability to survive volatility. It is insulation, and insulation reduces anxiety. Think about that. Most people chase higher salaries to reduce stress, but stress doesn't disappear with income. It disappears with ownership. Ownership creates control. Control creates stability. Stability creates calm. The world celebrates income publicly, promotions, titles, pay raises, but the truly wealthy focus quietly on structure. Net worth matters more than paycheck. Equity matters more than salary. Position matters more than intensity. This is not about becoming extremely rich. This is about escaping fragility. You don't need billions. You need insulation. If your financial identity is entirely tied to earning, you are fragile. If part of your income is consistently being converted into scalable compounding ownership, you are building power. The difference is subtle but massive. Income is fuel. Ownership is engine. Fuel without an engine goes nowhere. An engine without fuel eventually stops. But when fuel consistently builds an engine, momentum forms. And once momentum forms, wealth accelerates. The reason most people stay stuck isn't low income. It's delayed ownership. They wait. I'll start investing when I earn more. I'll buy assets when I get promoted. I'll think about ownership later. But wealth is not about starting big. It's about starting structural. Even small, consistent conversion builds systems over time, and systems are what make you independent. Once you understand this rule, your mindset shifts. You stop measuring success by how much you earn, and start measuring it by how much you own. You stop chasing motion and start building structure, because the ultimate goal is not income growth, it's financial independence. And independence comes from ownership that scales beyond you. If this perspective changed how you see money, subscribe to Economy Without Filters. This channel is not about motivation, it's about structure. And once you understand the structure, you stop chasing salaries and start building systems. See you in the next video.